Oh, hey, how you doing? I seem to have these random assortment of life upgrades. I wanted to kind of put together a list, but not too long of a list, because actually I couldn't think of anything longer than these 3 things. They've been such an upgrade to my life. I wanted to separate it into like 3 categories. I'm gonna have like a personal life upgrade, a health life upgrade. So I guess those could be 2, but I want to separate this: so personal, health, and then business. So those are kind of the 3 main things that I think are pretty important in my life and maybe could be important for yours, and share you what those upgrades are. So let's get into my little list here. I'd like to do this monthly, but I don't think I get stuff monthly, so they'll just kind of come whenever. All right, so the first upgrade, we have a dog and he's an anxious little biatch. So anytime I go away, anytime somebody rings the doorbell, anytime, he just starts peeing on himself. And it's so annoying because it's so embarrassing. It's like you're just trying to have people over peeing. He's right here. The look of him is shameful right now. And it was so stressful on me. I would get mad at him and it would just kill my whole day because I had to deal with this guy. 99% of the time he's like annoying, and 1% of the time he's really, really cute. This has made that 1% a little bit more bearable, like 5%. It's 5% cute, 95% annoying. And it's a diaper, it's a dog diaper. It came during when we were moving to this house. Man, what are we gonna do with Caden? He's gonna be peeing everywhere and it's a new house. What are we gonna do about that? Why don't you get him a diaper? I'll be like, oh my God, why did you think of that, man? So we use this kind, and I tried another kind that is more like wrapping around him, but this one is really good. It's by We Greek Co. I don't know. On Amazon, I'll put the link in the description. I think it's awesome. And then I just bought 2 sets of 3. And I try to get the manliest one I can find for him. That way it's not like, oh, I pee in this diaper, but at least it looks good. And you could just wash it. I just wash it by hand because like I'm not really afraid of dog pee-pee. It's like your child. You're not afraid of your own child's pee-pee and poo-poo. So I just wash it by hand, and then I hang it on this fancy Banana Republic hanger so that it's a modicum of respect. It's at least a little bit respectable, right? It's like a brand name diaper. So that has been such an upgrade to my life, because when people come over now, I don't have to hide him away. I don't have to throw him in a room and then have him bark forever. So this has been such an upgrade to my life as a anxious, bitchy dog owner. The next upgrade is, I think I'll do the business one last. So let's do that last. This is the health upgrade. So I've been taking these pretty consistently and consecutively, I guess, for the last, 3 months or so. It's gonna be kind of like a game. 50% of these I know really work for me. 50% I'm not really sure. So let's just make that thing now. Okay, right here. I know that these guys for sure help me a lot. These other ones, I'm kind of questioning them. Like magnesium I took because I thought I had adrenal fatigue, and it's supposed to help that. But I'm not really sure. I feel less fatigued, and I feel less stressed out, and I feel a lot happier these days. And then I also take ashwagandha, and I forgot why I started taking this, but I was like, I think it calms me down. Oh, is it an anxiety thing? Because I have anxiety and stuff. I don't know. I can't really measure this one. I am still sometimes anxious, but I've been having less and less anxious moments that have a physiological reaction, but I really can't back this up. These, okay, let me get down to these that I can really back up and tell you 100% that they work for me. So whenever I eat, I have like IBS and irritable bowel syndrome, and so I get really like bloaty, like the painful bloaty, gassy. It's not sexy. This has been helping a lot. So the first time I took it, I was so bloated and but just like really just a lot of bloat, and it was painful. It actually hurt my back. I researched that, and it just says that my stomach doesn't know how to process things correctly, and that it stores a lot of this bloat, a lot from like breads and things that cause a lot of bloat, broccolis, cauliflower, cruciferous things. First time I took it was like 6 capsules to kind of get my body back to normal, and now I just take 1 capsule, because if you take too many, it'll have more like diuretic properties, but if you can take just 1, or it just keeps you kind of regular and cool and not bloated. So I really love this charcoal, and it's activated charcoal, and I love it. So I just take 1 a day every night. I don't forget, and it's good. All right, so the next one is vitamin A. So the reason why I was having the thought that I had adrenal fatigue, because of many of the symptoms, I was having all of them, but one of those symptoms was cystic acne. And if you look back at my other videos, my face is pretty clear. I don't do a lot of like face cleaning regimen stuff because I don't really need to. But then every so often, I would get a really like bad cystic acne, something that you can't just treat normally, and it would stick around for such a really long time, and it would scar. And so that was like, oh, I guess that's kind of a side effect of adrenal fatigue. And then I started to research more, and I found out that if I just increase my vitamin A intake, I've basically eliminated the problem. I still get kind of breakouts every now and again because I need a better face cleaning regimen. But I don't get the cystic acne anymore. So I've been doing this for all this year. Yeah, all this year, like up until probably like the beginning of this year, taking vitamin A, I believe, maybe like middle of this year. I really don't remember. But I haven't had that issue. So it's great. That's really nice. And I actually up my dose. So this says take once daily with food. I actually take 2 of these, and that's been able to work for me. I was taking 1, I was still getting a little bit of breakouts on the cystic side, but now that I take 2 a day, I'm pretty much good. I still have to clean my face, but not very viciously, not like crazy. It works for me, which is great. The last upgrade, okay. The last upgrade in the business category is this guy, Dubsado. So earlier this year, I launched a second photography company under kind of like an associate photography company next to the one that we already have. And it's basically an associate photography company where we train photographers to shoot in our style, and I send them out into the world to become beautiful photographic butterflies. It's been quite a journey. It's been very up and down. The thing that's been helping me keep all my clients in check: contracts, sub-agreements, album orders, automatic invoice payment thingy, canned emails and all that stuff. What else? Leads, organization, yeah, so all that stuff. You know, it's my client management system, CMS, Dubsado. And I've been on the hunt for so long, since we went to WPPI earlier this year, because I was like, dude, I'm losing track. I don't have a very good memory. And so it's not that my clients aren't memorable, it's just like I don't want to have that information of who's this and what did they order and how long ago did I talk to them, like all these little detailed things. I don't want to have to keep that those data bits in my head. I want to just put them into this system that can manage all of it and help me kind of automate things. Now, that is Dubsado. For me, it was the most affordable and the most robust and the most easiest to use, because I used a lot of them. I really love Dubsado, being a wedding photographer, dealing with stuff like that, and they have this wonderful thing that they keep adding into, which is a template library. So when you need a contract really quick, when you need an order form really quick, like somebody has been gracious enough to just make it already, right? So that's really nice, and I love the way it looks. It's a little glitchy right now because they're kind of like a startup company. Like, they don't have a mobile app, which I cannot wait for them to actually launch, because so many times I'll be out and about and I want to respond immediately to clients where I have a canned email set up. I just need to be able to check off certain things and then hit send. And I want to be able to do that from my phone really quickly without having to go, oh crap, I need to wait till I get back to the desktop because the phone is kind of glitchy and takes too long, you know? So if they could get an app going, that would be great. And they don't really have a scheduling system, like say interlinked with Calendly. That's the one that we like to use. But nobody really does at this point. I think there is some sort of weird back-end drama that is preventing a lot of companies like Dubsado from having an automatic or a embedded scheduler. For the most part, I really love it, and you know, whatever you use, just kind of stick to it, stick to that thing. You can actually use my code for 20% off. It'll be in the description. It's just my name, Meg Lebu. Those are my 3 life upgrades since the past couple of months. I would say the past like 3 months or so. So maybe every couple, 3 months, I'll have some upgrades to share with you guys, and you know, remind myself too to get in that space of gratitude and awareness, and to measure what's going on with me so that I can keep progressing and become a better person, be healthier, become a better business owner, and share that with you guys. So I hope you enjoyed that. That was fun. I'll see you next time. Bye.